Good day, everyone. My name is Glisena Bethea Tumaini, and I have chose to demonstrate Walk Talk Therapy. Walk Talk Therapy is psychotherapy in motion. Instead of sitting on a couch or a chair, being closed up in a room telling your story or your challenges, you're walking and talking while expressing your emotions to an individual who is walking and talking alongside of you. Having this physical activity helps release some tensions and stimulates new thoughts or expressions of ideas. Walking and talking allows for struggles or challenges to be showed in a relaxed environment while allowing for fitness. This form of therapy encourages activities for adults and teens. It has significant impact on anxiety and stress, which improves overall mood. Walking is good for you. It's good for you physically and mentally. This approach gives clients in motion. They feel grounded. It's an awesome choice for clients with challenges from life transitioning events, life anxiety, depression, and grief or loss. You and the clinician are walking and talking at a pace which is comfortable for you. The pace of the session is done at your own pace. Walking is done at a comfortable pace where walk talk therapy matches your pace at all times. Research has demonstrated that physical activity decreases levels of depression and anxiety, which is helpful to prevent depressive symptoms. This face-to-face, at your pace interaction allows for processing of feelings in a natural environment, which can be very calming. Usually in the first session, it takes place indoors, where agreements are made between yourself and the clinician. You explore how you will handle encounters with other individuals that know you. The clinician will play along. The clinician will not divulge any information. However, who would know that you're even in therapy because you're walking and talking in an environment which is natural and people do when they're walking and talking together. No one knows that therapy is going on ever. Now let's focus on a walk outside where the client has a sense of freedom. They increase blood flow to their brain, as well as present new ideas to the clinician where they explore issues and come up with solutions. Now let's give it a try. Come on, let's take a walk outside. Walk Talk Therapy, how to do it. Walk Talk Therapy isn't hard to do at all. You're walking and talking and engaging in conversation that allows the client to express emotions and talk about their challenges as well as explore solutions. To participate in walk talk therapy, a clinician must allow for confidentiality while traveling outdoors. There's always the risk of running into or encountering an individual you may know. And you will have already addressed this in the first individual session, which occurs indoors. So there will be a plan of how you will encounter or counteract the encounters between someone you may know while you're with the client as the clinician. While you're walking and talking, you're maintaining boundaries. So you could start by opening the conversation floor and allowing the client to generate the initial conversation while you're controlling the pace of the conversation and the progress throughout the challenge or the goal for the challenge that you're communicating about. You do not engage in flirtatious behavior between the client and the therapist. And you could share research information that is current from publications that you may have knowledge of which would benefit the client as you're walking, talking, and processing. Do not allow your client to become sedentary. Move frequently to improve brain circulation and change the mood of your client. You could get creative while doing walk talk therapy. A clinician may provide instruction to the client to gather objects from nature that are in the surrounding area in retrospect to their mood. And as you're walking and talking, they process the meaning of the objects they have collected and they become more grounded. The objects can also help the client provide insight and guide their disclosure and the need for progress in specific areas. For example, you and your client are processing a motorcycle or a motor vehicle accident. And at that time, and at that very moment, a motorcycle with loud pipe engines goes by and it startles the person and they become very anxious. You continue to walk in that environment and you process and de-escalate the anxiety that the person is having, allowing them to build coping skills if they encounter that type of interaction again. You respect the client's preferences. You do not push walking or exercise into the client, and you must remain flexible about how the session would go. Keep it simple. Start walking in a familiar environment for a few minutes. Talk about things at the client's pace. Let them do most of the talking. Then incorporate small things, as I said before, for example, natural objects. You may also want to ask your client about scents or sounds, but monitor the conversation. Communicating outside might spark the client to disclose more information, as they are not sitting in a chair staring at you in your face waiting for your response. There's great potential for openness and the receipt of information when you're walking and talking. You want to monitor yourself too. Check to see if goals are being accomplished. Always check with your client to see how they're feeling and how they feel the sessions are progressing. Last but not least, don't forget to monitor yourself and always practice self-care. Now go try walking and talking while doing therapy.